Hello and welcome to Red Gaming Tech for yet more of your daily gaming news with myself, Amata, here on the 11th of September. I have some news for you today concerning Grand Theft Auto Online, as quite a few details have emerged via a hands-on preview that was released in the latest issue of the Game Informer magazines. Now, these details are mostly to do with how the character creation system works, which will involve selecting lifestyle choices to determine skills, as well as some information on how missions work and how they range from corner store robberies to elaborate heists and exactly how they are conducted. And there's also some information on how players can manage their expanding collection of cars, as well as the number of activities available to them and their friends during their downtime. And there's actually quite a bit of information. I'm just going to go through all of it and give my thoughts and opinions on what we have available. Character progression has a flow, but there isn't, quote, overarching narrative that culminates in a definitive conclusion. The aim of GTA Online is to do whatever it takes to get more money in the bank and accrue assets such as cars and real estate, and characters will appear in cutscenes when interacting with other characters in the world as it would in single player, but they don't speak. And female characters can be used in GTA Online, and almost all activities from the campaign will be available in the online mode, including, quote, heists, missions, robberies, assaulting gang hideouts, hijacking armoured vehicles and races, as well as tennis, golf, and base jumping. And Rockstar North President Leslie Benzie says that there's over 500 missions, and some can be completed on your own, but there are also some that require a team as they're a little more complicated. And GTA Online will take place after the main story, and there will be some familiar faces included in it for those of you who have completed the main story of the single player campaign. And by currying favours of characters who can be introduced to more people and delve deeper into the criminal world, Franklin's friend Lamar may introduce you to a car dealer named Simeon Yetarian who wants you to steal cars for him, and biker gangs may support you during missions if you're friendly with them. And if you have befriended a tech-savvy character, you may hide under the radar during multiplayer. And security firms that have taken liking to you may be used to deliver airstrikes, so there is quite a bit of benefit to getting people on your side. Rockstar said they're using a dynamic system to populate GTA Online, starting with your friends and crew members, and then similarly skilled players in the same part of the world. And they are saying that GTA Online has been created to be, quote, as customizable as possible in terms of who you play with. Quote, there are options to let the game decide who to play with, or you can handpick every player in the game. And the game will also analyse your playing style as you play, and will give you missions that appeal more to your personal style. And of course, naturally speaking, there's a crew ranking system as well as a personal rank. Now, the fourth GTA Online player is fresh off of a plane in Los Santos. Character creation includes choosing your mum, dad, and grandparents, and you're giving a character. Then players choose a lifestyle, making choices about the character such as party and couch potato, criminal, etc. And starting skills are based on the chosen lifestyles, but can be upgraded, as can the appearance of your character. And if you're riding shotgun in a car, you can also control the radio station, set waypoints, use the cinematic cameras, or even attack others. And holding the select button on the PS3 version will pull up a menu where outfits and gestures can be changed. And what's rather amusing, to say the least, is that phone cameras can be used to take a selfie, which is an interesting mechanic to include in the game, to say the least. And during a liquor store robbery, the player can shout at the cashier to hurry up through a mic, and the character will in fact respond. And escaping cops involves keeping yourself out of the police's vision cone, so that sounds like it would be a little bit challenging. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Sleeping Dogs a little bit, and of course previous GTA games, but still. And after each GTA Online mission, there will be cash rewards as well as reputation points, and the crew leader will decide who keeps the loot. And a leader can choose who to hog the spoils, but obviously other players might not exactly take that very well. So if you are the crew leader, you might want to consider splitting it fairly if you don't want to get shouted at over the internet. And invites will be received through the character's phone, and accepting them will seamlessly transport the player to that waypoint on the map. And you can even customize the way a vehicle handles at shops around the city. And now that would be nice if it was part of the single player. If you perhaps didn't really like the way the cars handle naturally in the campaign, you could mess around with it till it's more to your liking. That would be rather cool. Now, what's also interesting is that in missions involving bigger team, there will be a lobby window for some more options, and you can assign roles such as sniper, lookout, and transporter. And the crew leader, can tweak settings such as the time of day, weather, difficulty, and how many lives they have to complete the mission. So, if you and your friends are looking for more of a challenge, then that option is available to you. And these missions will be given multiple phases, including a setup phase, and basically you can buy guns from the ammunition or get a helicopter, and just basically prepare yourselves, and the more prepared you are will make the mission easier. And players will be able to kill you and take your cash, so you are encouraged to put money in the bank and use ATMs, so don't have all of your money on you at once, otherwise you might find yourself the victim of a rather nasty robbery. Purchases can still be made using money even if it's in the bank, so obviously it's just there to keep it safe from other players. And if you are robbed, you can even put a bounty on that player's head for revenge if you're perhaps particularly perturbed by their robbery. Missions will be controlled through Rockstar's Social Club, which means the developers will tweak them regularly if there's any issues with any particular missions. So all this information is sounding rather cool. I've said before that I find the character creation ideas they've got going on rather interesting, to say the least. Choosing basically your appearance based on your parents' appearance is obviously how it works in real life, but I don't think there's been anything like that before in a game where your parents directly affect your appearance. More just a straight up, oh, you can have this nose with these eyes or whatever, kind of like Skyrim or any RPG we have character customization features. Anyway, that is me done for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.